Today, we want to teach you how to make an oyster sauce. Because, while you certainly can just open a bottle of oyster sauce, dump it on some vegetables or noodles, it's definitely not an unheard of thing in Cantonese kitchens. Usually, if you saw oyster sauce something on a menu, what you'll be looking at is a flavor profile that's built around the ingredient. It's a profile that's really quite versatile. It goes great with seafood. You can smother it over noodles. It's awesome with beef, vegetable. And it's the latter three that we'll focus on today, starting off with the vegetable. So, right, a really common part of a Cantonese meal is going to be a simple blanched vegetable. It's one of those dish/sides that can make the cook's life really easy in the context of a wider meal. Like, all you do is get some water up to a boil, toss in about a half teaspoon salt, and optionally a bit of oil if you want that restaurant sheen, and then just boil your vegetable until it's done. Today, we're using lettuce, which is done basically 5 seconds after it hits the water. So take it out, strain, toss it on a plate, pour out any excess liquid, and then this is ready for some oyster sauce, which is also really quite simple. This is just 25 grams or 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, mixed with 25 grams water or stock if you've got some on hand, 1 teaspoon soy sauce, an optional but recommended 1/4 teaspoon dark soy sauce for color, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and an 1/8 teaspoon MSG. Mix well, then in a non-reactive, preferably nonstick saucepan, heat up a half tablespoon of peanut oil over a medium flame and then add in the sauce. Once it's at a heavy simmer, drizzle in a slurry of a 1/4 teaspoon starch mixed with an equal amount of water. And once slightly thickened, it's done. Just smother that all over your vegetable of choice. And there you have a Cantonese oyster sauce lettuce. But at the same time, if you happen to be enticed by the thumbnail, this sauce can also go straight up over noodles too. Just dump it on, add a little hot water to loosen it up if you need to, then mix well and devour. And further, in my personal opinion, I think Western cuisines also tend to love to make use of thick, flavorful sauces. So if you want to get creative and smear some on your burger, I gotta say, it's really not half bad. But I think it's as a base for a stir fry that the versatility here really shines. Now, today we'll do a beef stir fry, which is a classic. And then the stir fry sauce is going to be practically identical to what we made in the last recipe. The only difference is that we'll cut the sugar in half and also add in a good sprinkle of white pepper. But because we are stir frying, we'll also have some aromatics in the form of scallion and ginger. And for us today, because this is beef, and mushroom goes awesome with beef, we'll also be frying it all with 4 dried shiitake mushrooms, soaked in cool water for at least 3 hours, water squeezed out, stems removed and sliced, and then that shiitake soaking liquid we'll be using as the optional quote-unquote stock inside of our sauce. Then, for the beef, we're just prepping it like you usually would for a Cantonese restaurant-style stir-fry. 400 grams, thinly sliced, marinated with all this stuff right here, slapped in with about a 1/4 cup of water and then coated well with oil. And, as usual, for stir-fries, beef specifically really likes a pre-cook via passing through oil. That is, a brief shallow fry. To do so, toss a cup of oil to a wok, heat it up over a high flame till it's bubbling around a pair of chopsticks. Beef in and then just fry that till it's cooked through. Then remove, drain, and now let's swing back to the oyster sauce stir fry. So we'll just toss in a tablespoon of that beef frying oil. And over a medium-low flame, first fry an inch of sliced ginger and the white part of 2 scallions till they're fragrant, about 15 seconds, then add in the mushroom and up the flame to high. Fry that until it's fragrant, another 15 seconds or so. Then swirl in a tablespoon of Liaojiu, aka Shaoxing wine, over your spatula and around the sides of the wok. Then, quick mix, heat to medium, and then in with the sauce. Then, once that's simmering, thicken that with the same slurry quantity as before. And once you're looking at something about this consistency, add in the beef together with the green part of the scallions and give that a quick mix. Drizzle over another tablespoon of your beef frying liquid for sheen, and then this is also done. Just serve it however you want to serve it. We decided to top it over some fried rice noodles for the sake of good looking. Quick recipe will be in the description. But either way, now you've got some Cantonese oyster sauce beef.
So order of operation, we would actually suggest you blanching the lettuce at the end after all your stir fries, because the water in the wok will actually really help you clean the wok, and you don't need to add extra oil or salt in it because there's already flavors and oil in your wok. And afterwards, your wok is just so easy to clean. And also, by the way, if you're using Thai oyster sauce like Mega Chef, which is quite famous among foodies, we would also suggest you cut the sugar in the sauce at least in half, because they already add sugar to the oyster sauce, so you do need to adjust it accordingly. So right, check out the recipe in the description box. A big thank you for everyone that's supporting us on Patreon, and of course, subscribe for more Chinese cooking videos.